Travel with me.
Hey fellow humans, Mina here. Welcome back to another video. And also, do you like my shirt I got for Christmas last year? It's I have OCD, obsessive cat disorder, which is true because I actually have actual OCD and I'm obsessed with cats. It's a win-win. Yay. Anywho, as we do on this channel, which is a thing now I decided, every year we wrap up the best books that I've read in year 2023. Now this doesn't mean that these books necessarily have been published in 2023. These are just the books that I read this year, and I read like over 100 books. Probably still gonna read more, but they're obviously not gonna be in the video because we're filming early, and I guess they'll go into next year's if they're good or whatever. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna recap all the best books, my favorites. I mean, I read a lot and they're all really good, but some stood out more, and I'm going to share them with you in the best books of 2023. Just know that I'm leaving out the gay books because I did kind of those things during Pride, and the horror books because I did those during Spooky Month. So like, we're just going to go with non-gay spooky books. So we'll do those during their respective months, and for now, every other book is now. Yay! First up, we got a recent read. This book did come out this year, actually. This is The Unlife of Lisa Cooper, Conviction. Look at this cover, it's gorgeous. It's by Celi. It's his first publication of this book, although this book originally came out as a Kindle Vella series, so this is like the anthology of all the Kindle Vella series, and he's currently writing book 2, which he better hurry the hell up because we need more Lisa Cooper. And it does have like a prequel kind of thing, The Vampires of in some year, I can't recall right now, but that's currently a Kindle Vella series if I'm not mistaken, but go check them out. But yeah, this is about vampires, and it's been a while since I read a good vampire book that was all about like good old vampire lore, not just like sparkly vampires and sexy vampires. But I personally don't have anything against the sparkly vampires, because like I think it's a unique take on the whole why vampires don't go out in the sun. Is it a great idea? Not necessarily, but I think it's an interesting idea. But if you want some good vampire lore, and what's not just vampires, there's fae, and we got like shifters and stuff, and great stories, keeps you on the edge of your seat, a little bit of romance. I highly recommend this book. Plus, the hardcover is really pretty, but like if you can get it on Kindle, obviously, because it was a Kindle Vella series. Now you can just get the whole thing on Kindle. But look at this, get the physical book. It also comes in paperback, but like it's so pretty. Don't you want to hold prettiness? I highly recommend this book. Next, we have Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. This book came out years ago with the tiniest text in the world, by the way. Very small. But I actually did read the second book this year as well, Ready Player 2, but it's not making this list. It was really good, but he kind of retconned everything he did in this first book. This first book is made into a movie. You see right here, it's made into a major movie. Actually saw the movie first, and then I was like, oh, it's a book, I'm gonna get the book, but it was like years later, and I finally got the book. It's not the greatest book in the world, but I had a really good time with it. The movie and the book are quite surprisingly different. Like, I know they changed things when adapted to a different media, but like they've really changed a lot of things, and I kind of like how the book did things better. It's not for everyone. This book is a straight up nostalgia read, especially for the 80s. I was born in the 80s, but I wasn't raised in the 80s because I was born late 80s, so I guess it's not my era, but I still, a lot of the things I'm like, I know that thing. This book is essentially references the book, but I still like the world building, and it was really interesting, so I enjoyed it. If you want to see with all flashy lights and stuff, check out the movie. But yeah, Ready Player One makes this list of best reads of 2023 for me. So yeah. Next we have Everything by Nicola Yoon. It's also now a major major motion picture. I can't speak today, but I actually haven't seen the movie, but I did read the book, obviously. This book was given to me by a friend, and it was a really interesting read. It's got like little text, it's got pictures, it's got a whole bunch of fun stuff inside, which I found was really interesting, plus a really interesting story format. So basically the main character, she's got like some rare disease. By the way, spoilers in this video probably, just in case, so yeah. But I mean, this book has been out for a hot minute, I believe, so I actually don't know when this was published, but it's been out for a while and there's a movie. So anyway, she's got this rare disease. She can't leave the house. She basically lives in a bubble, and then she somehow meets a boy that just moved in next door, and then you know, sparks fly, and spoiler alert, turns out she actually doesn't have this rare disease, and she can leave the house. Her mom has been lying to her all these years. She didn't have to live in a bubble, but if you want to read out how everything worked out in the end, I highly recommend it, because it was really like a really interesting twist, which was spoiled to me by this book. I don't know if you can see it, Save the Cat, because I read that book last year. That's a book, that's a writing craft book, and which I highly recommend if you're a writer. It gave examples of certain types of stories and how they did the things that they did, and this was one of the example books, so I had my plot spoiled, but it's been a while since I read it, so it was kind of like I forgot about it, so it was all like, oh yay, new surprises. But yeah, if you like good surprises, I highly recommend this book. Mwah! We have Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. This is my first Ali Hazelwood book. I hear she's quite famous, so I went out and bought a whole bunch of her books, but I didn't get to them yet. But this is my first that I've read, not the first that I own, but it's about a woman in STEM, smart people. We love that. There was unexpected spice in here. I wasn't expecting some spice, like I was expecting some maybe sexy times, but I didn't expect it to get all like, you know, Akatar on me. But, you know, we're here for some unexpected spice if you're into that sort of thing. But, like, there was a lot of smart talk in this book, all sciencey stuff, because, you know, women in STEM, but yet it was still written so that I could understand it, me as a non-sciencey person, because I don't understand sciencey things. But I still really love it. Also, look at this cover, it's gorgeous, we love it. I thought the chemistry was great, I thought the plot was great. I learned some things about, what is it, string theory or some sort of theory or some theoretical thing, because, you know, some sort of science thing. I can't remember. I don't feel like reading the back of the book right now, but I learned some stuff. Obviously I forgot it because I read this book a while ago. But yeah, if you're looking for a strong female lead, a smart female lead in the science industry, women in STEM, I don't actually know what STEM means. I'm sorry if I keep pushing it. I just know it's a good thing that we have women in STEM. But I haven't had the chance to Google it. I mean, I've had the chance, I just never did. But if you actually know what STEM actually stands for, can you leave it in the comments for my dumb ass, please? Thank you. But yeah, if you're looking for a cute enemies to lovers, and because we do love that trope, we've been there, and some extra spice and some smart sciencey stuff, I recommend this book. And now we have Children on the Hill by Jennifer McMahon. McMahon? Han? Hun? I don't know. Sorry for the name. This book takes place in two different timelines, in 1978 and 2019, and both stories kind of converge. The past and the future converge into one big giant twist. My friend was reading this book and she recommended it to me. She was like, oh my god, the twist! I didn't see it coming, and I'm sure other people do, but I generally don't notice twists because I guess I'm a dumbass, but I just don't notice twists unless they're like super obvious. And I kept trying to guess the twist because my friend was like, the twist! And I kept trying to guess it. Boy, was I wrong. I didn't see it coming. And when it came, I was like, damn! And it was good, you know? it's basically in the 70s. There's like this brother and sister. They live at this like old mental hospital with their grandma, and they're just doing things. And in the future, we got the grown-up version of the girl, and she's a podcaster, I believe. Yeah, she just talks about a monster podcast host, and anyway, she's searching for a mystery about her past, and then the past and the future kind of blend together, and we learn everything, how they were connected. And it's just I'm not doing a very good job at selling this, but I highly recommend looking it up, because it was a really good read, and it kept me on the edge of my seat the whole time. Including it now, not in the spooky books, because I think it's more of a thriller. Yeah, it says psychological thriller right here on the back of the books, which I guess is not spooky, so that's why we're not included in the December spooky books. But yeah, this was a really interesting read. It kept me on the edge of my seat, and we love that. So yeah. And last but not least, we're doing 3 for 1. This is a reread. I read these when these first came out, but now I got them. This is a trilogy, and they're all signed by the author. I've never met her. I keep mentioning this in videos. This is a Rachel Vincent series, by the way. If you've been here, you've heard me talk about Rachel Vincent all the time. She's my favorite author. This is the Menagerie series. This is the last in the series, Fury. This is the second book, Spectacle, and this is the first one, Menagerie. This is the reread. Oh boy. If you're into adult and cryptids and like creatures and stuff, and some dark stories, and like the things that happened in this last book, it's short, but it's like, I can't say, because then I would give away such an amazing spoiler, but I have to say Rachel Vincent isn't afraid to do some things as an author, and we love that. And there's fae, and there's shifters, and there's sirens, and there's just a whole bunch of other really awesome stuff. And the storytelling, the first book is my favorite, and then the second book and the third one. But if we're gonna choose, this is the one you gotta read immediately, Menagerie. And look at these covers, they're gorgeous too, and it's Rachel Vincent. I read this was actually the very first book excuse me, sorry. I believe, I don't have my watch on me, but I believe it is time for her omnoms, which is why she's like, hello. She's like right there by the tripod, don't hit it, but anyway. This is the first book I've read this year, and it's a reread, but oh boy, hits you every time. The things that Rachel Vincent puts her characters through, and how they go through it, and how they get out of it. Yeah, I highly recommend these books, the Menagerie series by Rachel Vincent. Yeah. Anywho, that's gonna do it for part 1, because there's a part 2. Like I said, I read a lot of books this year. But let me know if any of these books interest you in the comments down below. Have you read any of them? Have you heard of any of them? Let me know. I'd love to know. And what are your best books of 2023? I'd also like to know, because we always need more book recommendations. So write them down in the comments down below. Let's share the book love. In part 2, I'll do more books, obviously. Again, if you're looking for the spooky books, I generally talk about spooky books in the spooky month, although I didn't do all of them this year. I just did the splatterpunk version of Judith Sonnet. During Pride we do the gay books, so look out for those. You can check out my Booktube playlist if you want to see those books, if I remember to add that. But just go on my page, search it, it's there, it's fine. But yeah, anywho, that's all I gotta say for now. If you want to keep hearing more about stuff, be sure to follow me on all your favorite socials. Stay safe and take care. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, merry whatever it is you celebrate, and bye!